What's up, guys? Mitchell Gonzalez, the Bearded Realtor here. Hey, are you looking for a city that has an incredible location, endless amenities, and an amazing community? Well, you have got to hear what I have to say about Erie, Colorado. So, let's hang out. What's up, guys? Mitchell Gonzalez, the Bearded Realtor here. If you've seen one of my videos before in the past, welcome back. If you're checking out one of my videos for the very first time, make sure you do click that red subscribe button below, as I do post weekly content all about living in and moving to the Denver metro area. Along with that, as much as I love making these videos, I love helping people find their dream homes even more. So with that being said, I am a licensed broker in the state of Colorado. So if you have any questions about real estate, maybe you're curious about the value of your home, make sure you give me a call, shoot me a text, write me an email. I am available 24/7 to answer any questions that you may have. But with that being said, you guys, rocking my lucky Avs hat today, because at about 8 o'clock last night, I thought the Avs season was done. They were down 1-0, down 2-0 in game 2. They made a roaring comeback to beat the Kraken. Series is now tied 1-1. Along with that, Nuggets are up 2-0 on the Timberwolves. Doesn't seem like that's going to be much of a series. Hopefully I don't jinx it. But with that being said, you guys, let's talk about the city of Erie. So if you haven't heard about Erie, Colorado, it is actually one of the fastest growing cities in the nation. So back in 2000, there was right around 7,000 people. Now the population is about 32,000. So it's seen about a 383% growth since the year 2000, which is just absolutely insane. And what's more impressive is I think they've actually been able to keep up with it in the infrastructure. So I work with a lot of out-of-state clients, and a lot of times their home search starts with either Denver or Boulder, and that's really because those are the two main cities that they've actually heard of or their friends have told them, and they're not aware of some of the small cities in the surrounding area. So that's why I really like doing these cities or these videos about the small cities even more than the big cities, because it helps people learn about a new town or a new city. And so a lot of people do end up in Erie because sometimes they just don't like the crazy downtown atmosphere of Denver, or maybe they see the ridiculous home prices in Boulder and realize that they could get 2-3 times the home over in Erie and not be that far away. So the main things I'm going to talk about in this video are the location, the amenities / I'm going to group in outdoor space with it, the community, the schools, and then I am going to finish it off talking about the housing options. So let's get started. All right, you guys, so I'll get started with the location of Erie. So I think really the location is very difficult to beat. So basically, Erie is located right along the I-25 corridor, which is the main highway that goes north and south. So because of that location, it makes it about 20 minutes from Boulder, about 20 to 25 minutes from downtown Denver, and about a half an hour from the airport. Along with that, you can be in the mountains within an hour. So really, it's like sometimes you'll have families, half of them want to be in Boulder, half of them want to be in Denver. Well, Erie is the perfect compromise for that location. It makes it an easy commute to a lot of different spots. So location-wise, really can't be beat. Next, I'm going to talk about the amenities and the outdoor space. So I'm actually at the Erie Community Park right now. So it's also right next to the rec center, the community center, and the library. Pretty new community center and library. So you also have the softball fields here. I used to play a little bit of softball back in the days. Along with that, any weekend, you can see probably a bunch of soccer games going on. They've got tennis courts over there. Pickleball is obviously super popular right now, volleyball. Their youth programs here are really great. So they've got a ton of different youth athletic programs. So if that's important to you, Erie definitely has consistent programs going on. So along with that, with the outdoor space, it's sitting on over 1,500 acres of open space and parks. I saw a stat that said that about 99% of Erie residents live within 1 mile of a park. So pretty much anywhere you move, you're going to be close to a park. So along with that, they're also rebuilding Coal Creek Park, which is right next to downtown Erie. So that's going to be really awesome, because there's going to be obviously a playground. There's going to be a splash pad that's also going to convert into an ice skating rink during the wintertime. There's going to be covered areas with different concessions, bathrooms. That's where they'll have the concerts in the park. So Erie is really dedicated towards improving and constantly improving and keeping all of the outdoor space that they have over here. Along with that, the amenities, like I said, new rec center, newer library. There's also several grocery stores in the area, which is great because some people assume that when you're in a city that's maybe a little farther from the main cities, there's not those amenities, but there's several grocery stores that are close by. You're also close to the Topgolf and the Home Depot and all that stuff. That's off of Highway 7. So definitely not a shortage of amenities and open space / parks in Erie. So that's definitely a huge bonus. So along with those amenities and open space, I'd be very embarrassed if I did not mention the Colorado National Golf Course that is over here in Erie. So one of my personal favorite golf courses because there's really no trees. So that's always big for my game because when I hit the ball, you really don't know which hole or where it's going to end up on. So now having a lot of trees is definitely big. It's actually home of the CU Buffs golf course or golf team. So definitely very nice course. A lot of amazing homes over by it. Along with that, the schools in Erie are top notch. So as you can imagine, with the amount of growth that we've seen, we have a lot of new schools in the area, and I'm not going to dive too much into the schools just because I feel like if schools are important to you, it's really important to do your own research. Some websites that I personally like to use, greatschools.org and niche.com, have a lot of different reviews and, talk about all the different school options. But I mean, some of the newer schools, we've got Aspen Ridge, you have, they're not really new, but Erie Elementary and Erie Middle School, pretty highly rated schools. The high school is top notch. There's also Soaring Heights, which is a new K through 8, and then also Highlands Elementary, which has only been open for about a year and a half now. So definitely a ton of school options, and if you do some research on them, you'll find that they are all very, very highly rated, which if you have a family or like me, you have a child, you obviously want to be in a city that has a lot of amenities and a lot of cool things, but the schools definitely are probably important to you. Then Erie is definitely worth checking out from that aspect. So let's go check out downtown Erie and we can kind of talk about the community and some of the activities that are going on down there year round. All right, you guys, I'm over here in downtown Erie, or Erie Main Street, and it's just a really cool main street. It's a really cool community. So this is one of those towns where, like I said, it's about 32,000 people that live here. So as you can imagine, if there's like an event or you come downtown, it's definitely not uncommon to run into some people make some new friends. Some of the restaurants have the community style seating, so you might, if you're more social and outgoing, you can probably come here and meet some new people. But the Erie Chamber of Commerce really is incredible and does a great job of really trying to create a lot of different activities and things for the community to do. So, I mean, you've got the town fair, which also leads to the balloon festival. You've got, once summertime rolls around, farmers markets every Thursday, which they're a lot of fun. A lot of great vendors that come out for that. You have Boo on Briggs. You've got the light festival. So there's a light parade during Christmas time. So just really endless activities. There's a lot of free concerts, so once that new Coal Creek Park is updated, fingers crossed, but I'm not overly optimistic that maybe happens this summer, but they do free concerts there, which is really cool because typically they have one of the local breweries come and they'll bring some of their local finest beers on tap that you can go. There's normally several food trucks, and then just enjoy some great music from some of the local bands. So creates a great community feel. There's also a lot of really good restaurants in the area. So if you haven't checked it out yet, I do have a video where I do the top 5 restaurants in Erie. But some of the good ones, I mean, you've got 24 Karat, you've got the Dugout, you have Birdhouse, which is my personal favorite, Paripi, Echo, Guapos, a new Mexican restaurant. You kind of see some of them over here. There's Lucille's, which is just incredible Cajun breakfast right past it right there. Everything's backwards on selfie mode. There's a new escape room right there, so that's pretty cool. So definitely great community, a lot of different activities that you can do year round. And a lot of great restaurants and a couple great breweries that you can go to as well. So definitely, I think the community feel over here in Erie is absolutely top-notch. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some of the homes. I was supposed to say that sooner. We're gonna go tour some homes now. See you over there. Alright, you guys, so odds are if you are watching this video or you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, you probably have some sort of interest on the housing market out here in Colorado. So just to go over some of the housing options just right here in Erie, just to give you an idea, a single family home in Erie right now, median home price is right around $735,000. So for comparison's sake, in Boulder, you're going to be looking at about $1.35 million for a single family home. So as you can imagine, a pretty drastic difference in pricing. An entry-level home in Erie for a single family, you can maybe get something in the low fives, but that's probably going to be something that's maybe 20, 25 years old. It's not going to be as updated. It's probably going to need some work, or it could be in downtown and might need new everything. So like I said, median is right around $730, $735, and you can definitely get into the $1, $2, even $3 million price point. Over on the golf course, there's some really nice custom-built homes that definitely get closer to that $3 million price point. So as you can imagine, with the growth that we've seen over the last 20, 25 years, there's a ton of new build options. So I, for some reason, decided to film this video in a new build community where there's just a lot of construction right now. Wait for just a second. So guy driving by there. Sorry, so I didn't want to record while all that noise was happening. But as you can imagine, there's a ton of new build options out here. A lot of homes, I would say a majority of the homes, probably over 50%, have been built over the last 10 years. There's 6 or 7 brand new communities dedicated just to new builds. So if you're the type where you're looking for a new build, Erie has got a ridiculous amount of options. So right now I'm over here in the Westerly community. There's 3 different builders here. There's McStain, Southern Land Company, and Wonderland Homes, all building. They've got 5 different options for homes, anywhere from, you're gonna look at some townhomes that are gonna start in the 500s upwards to McStain has the big 6,000 square foot homes that, 5, 6 bedrooms, absolutely gigantic, right around $1.5 million for that. So this is definitely one of the hot new communities, just opened up. So there's going to be a ton of homes over here. What's nice about it is it's about a mile from the highway, right across the street from the high school. It's like a mile from the rec center, maybe a mile and a half from downtown Erie. So pretty much like a mile from everything. So it's definitely a great option if you are looking for new built community. You can kind of see I've got the Southern Land homes here right behind me. They've got several different floor plans to choose from. So that's what you're kind of looking at for home prices in Erie. Anywhere you could probably get a detached. I forgot to talk about attached homes. You probably can get an attached home for the mid 3s, upwards of $700,000 for something a little nicer. So really something here for every type of buyer, every type of price point. And if you want to live in a construction zone where it's extra noisy, that is definitely an option. So definitely a ton of home options over here. All right, you guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. Hopefully you learned something new about this amazing city that they call Erie, Colorado. Maybe you made a decision that this is the right city for you and your family to move to. If that's the case, if you have any questions about Erie, maybe you want to go take a look at some homes out here, make sure you do. Give me a call, shoot me a text, write me an email. Like I said, I'm available 24/7 to answer anything, any of your real estate questions or just about living in Colorado. If you haven't had a chance yet, make sure you do click that red subscribe button below, as I do post weekly videos all about living in and moving to the Denver metro area. So with that being said, you guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. Bearded Realtor, signing off.